Good morning, good evening, wherever you are across the world and the universe. Welcome to my show. I'm your host, Anna Anderson, and this is Quantum Living. This is part 2 of our 2-part special episode, The Power of Blessing with Pierre Pradervand. As you have said, and many other great teachers have said, and I know this too, that every situation in our life serves us at some level as a lesson or experience, even if it is painful to go through. What if the pain, whether physical or emotional or both, especially when it lasts for a very long time, becomes unbearable at some point and we feel that we cannot and don't want to cope with it anymore? So if someone going through such a situation is listening to this show, what would you like to say to them?
Oh, Anna, thank you for this question. Thank you. It is so important. I went through, at one period in my life, I went through the dark, dark valley of the shadow of death when everything crumbled. And one of the statements that helped me was this statement I quoted right at the beginning by Mary Baker Eddy: "A deep sincerity is sure of success, for God takes care of it." During my 3 years in the valley of death, I had this statement on my desk: "I'm hanging by my right hand on a rope. My left arm has been tied behind my back, and somebody is pulling me by my feet. But I hang in there. I hang in there. I hang in there." I'd say to that person, Anna, hang in there. If you are sincere, if you are honest, you will pull through. You will pull through. It's a promise of the universe.
We are speaking with Pierre Pradervand, an author and spiritual thinker, about the power of blessing. Pierre, what is the most unusual or surprising blessing that you have come up with amongst the 365 or more, I suspect, wonderful blessings that people question you about or are curious about? Is there one in particular that stands out?
Yes, it's a blessing for making love.
Okay.
May our lovemaking be a perfect expression of your love for us, an experience of ecstatic beauty and profound depth. May we put our partner's pleasure before our own and be most sensitive to their most subtle wish and hidden desire. You can bless absolutely everything. I have another one on blessing financial speculators. I think it's important that people realize that less than 3% of all financial exchanges in the world, less than 3%, are for real exchanges of goods and services. 97% is pure speculation.
People often say, may all your wishes come true. And I feel like saying, may all your blessings come true.
Thank you. I love that. I love that.
The act of blessing triggers some of the fundamental spiritual laws governing the universe. And these are the law of positive expectations, the law of unconditional love, the law of right returns, and there is also the golden rule.
And it's already happened regularly over the years that people have been kidnapped by these groups, and then they ask for a large sum of money from the French government to release them. And she had discovered the gentle art of blessing shortly before that. Just that day, just at the time they were arrested, he felt a deep, deep need to start blessing her. And I can't help believing that this release was the result of his blessing.
Pierre, I don't know whether you are familiar with the ancient Hawaiian practice of reconciliation and forgiveness called Ho'oponopono.
Oh, yes, of course. I
You
love it.
are. I would
Yeah.
I would have thought so. So I think you would agree that this is a form of blessing.
Absolutely. Blessing is wanting real good for the other person from the bottom of your heart. So it is 100% heart energy.
Learn more about quantum living, a cutting-edge approach to self-empowerment at the intersection of science and spirituality. It is the master key to understanding of how life works and gives you many tools and strategies to change your life experiences. I teach the principles of quantum living through my unique coaching program, guided theta meditations, podcast, workshops, and classes. Whether you are seeking to resolve a personal issue, remove an emotional blockage, or expand your understanding of how life really works, or create more peace and love in your heart, quantum living is the space you want to be in. Visit quantumliving.com.au today.